I don't know who this is for you, but they show me that they have dark hair. I keep trying to put dark hair, but they keep just showing me brown. This person passed before their time. He's like rushing to tell me. He's like he goes, I'm okay. I didn't see it coming before it did. It was all at once. And then another thing he shows me, which is the most important thing here, is sunshine. Like, he's okay. You don't have to worry about him. You don't, and then he kind of shows, I'm asking him about the end of his passing. Okay. And Mackenzie, I'll get right to you, my love. And he's talking about his passing, and he shows me some vital things. Even when your eyes are closed, you can tell when it's sunshine, okay, and when he doesn't expect anything to happen. He also kind of makes me feel like this, he makes it sound and look like I'm tumbling inside of an imaginary dryer, so it's almost like, so I'm going to say, like, nothing was wrong. It almost seemed like an accident or something that gets out of control, or nothing was, I think it's important to say that he's okay on the other side, because I don't think anything was intentional here. I don't know what questions you've had answered, but he makes me feel like, it's a situation. I'm not expecting anything to go wrong, and then some sort of accident. He looks like, now don't quote me on this, because he could be as old as he wants to be. He just has to pass before his time, but he almost looks like he's somewhere in his 20s or 30s, if that old, and so with that being said, does this resonate? You have a lot of people on the other side, but it was very before his time and not physical health related. Okay, cool. So tell me in just a second, but I got one more thing to say. And then he goes like this. He says, he makes me feel like, I don't know why I'm going to say this. Yes, 30s, not even reached his 40s. I'm like, yeah, he's like 20 or 30. If he's even that old and he's in his 30s, he hadn't reached his 40s yet. Love it. He's showing me another thing that just comes to mind. It's so clear. It's so weird. It's so random. He says, he goes, it's a mouse trap, Kato. I was like, what do you mean? And he goes, the situation's always just kind of lurking there, and then sometimes you just kind of get off the straight. Okay, so it's like, doody-doody-doo. Everything's been fine. We know that there's a mouse trap there. We know there's a mouse trap. Everything is fine. We have total control over the situation. But if I'm not looking, what if the mouse trap is falling into something, getting trapped into something, a situation kind of unintentionally just going around him is what it feels like. Because remember, I imagine that invisible dryer, so that's myself tumbling in something where I didn't expect for it to go this bad, but I'm not saying I didn't expect to be in the dryer. Yes, he struggled with sobriety and had a mental health break, and I was gonna say, so was it an emotional reaction? Yes. Did he expect to break and have that physical, whether he's put himself in the dryer, put himself in a risky situation? It almost seems like he was blinded by the emotional aspect of things. Things just got carried away. Essentially, even though he takes responsibility, which of course he would have, which of course he does, because then he assures us that he's completely crossed over on the other side. Who is this to you? And then when I asked you that, he pours 1 cup of water, and then gives you a little sip, and pours 1 cup of water and 1 cup of water. Says somebody you're constantly pouring into, someone that may not be pouring so much into you, but you always have a little extra for that person. You always overgive. They have a real place in your heart, and you just hate to see it happen like that. But there was that mental illness where there's not necessarily anything you could essentially do. So I think that we've overcome a lot of these points in our life and made decisions that weren't this previously, but again, we got into the dryer years ago. We started the dryer years ago. We didn't really have a timeline when it would stop, but then la-di-da-di-da, it trapped you. It got you. You went back into it, and then it escalated from there. So he's completely okay. He's at peace. And do I think it was a cycle, literally a dryer cycle that he just got caught up into? Didn't expect it to kill him, but it just kind of took him that direction? Absolutely. That's exactly what I would interpret that as. You also have a female on the other side. She seems older, with floofy hair. She says it's the floof, and it's the real floof, so I would assume grandma. She shows me cold hands, passed something medically, was probably being taken care of toward the end, and then she gives me a sign symbol for ashes, but she makes me feel like she's one of them people who'd like never be cremated because of whatever her trauma is, whatever. Okay, cool. And so she's a primary guardian angel. Cold ass hands, passed down jewelry. Bam. That's what I got for you. That's what I got for you, Lilian. Who is Lucas to you, though, for real? Because I can see you just pouring and pouring and pouring. He's got to be someone like you can save, like best friend, significant other, brother. If it's your father, there goes your freaking childhood. No, because you said he was 30. You said he was 30. I gotta know. I gotta be Snoopy. Tato, as soon as you hear it, you're gonna know she takes responsibility. Better not be your kid. We were very close, almost significant other, not officially romantic partners. There was always that push-pull. You're always willing to pour into him and see the greater version of him, even if he can never accomplish it himself. And you know what? It's a cycle you didn't get yourself caught up in, and I really think that works out for a reason. But that is called your twin flame, where you guys have to completely 360 change for each other. One of you has to make that choice. Oh, you have to do it. And he didn't. And you didn't get too caught up in that cycle. Blue. These are some serious speed reads. Do you love them? Hey, this one I didn't start recording till a couple seconds in, and it is at 6 minutes and 40 seconds. So they are a little speedy, but they're intense. They're super intense, all right? She saw him for who he could be, right? And I think a lot of us do that in the physical world. This situation just happened to end up with a death. A lot of us are actively doing that in our everyday life anyways. We are seeing the best in someone, trying to get them through all their poor choices in hopes that's what they're doing, right? In hopes that they're also wanting the best version of themselves. But let's be very realistic. Not every single person wants to be a found best version of themselves. Thank you. I'm happy to hear he's well and in that sunshine. Well, you're not getting rid of him now, so I hope you're not like, bye! Because, like, see you in your dreams. Bye!